Bro, what? I never would have seen that one coming. Generic intro, and that goes me here, back with another episode of Welcome to Night Vale. Today we are doing episode 22, The Whispering Forest, which last one was a memory in Europe. You want to check my reaction to that video, I'll leave it right up there. Also link down below in the description, also in a place on my channel with all my other Night Vale reactions. Go to chronological order. But we talked about Cecil backpacking through Europe for, it's been a summer there or whatever. It's been a couple months over in Europe, which some people say he wasn't actually there. I'm not really sure. I do read all your comments, so leave them down below. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope I can make it just a tiny little bit better. But thank you so much for clicking on the video, and shout out to the patrons, because without them this wouldn't be possible. $3 a month to get you all my reaction videos a day early. But I don't know what the forest is going to be telling us. They haven't really talked about forest in Night Vale because it's kind of in the middle of a desert. So also I wonder if Kevin has any memories of Europe and what those are. But let's go ahead and jump into the Whispering Forest, but definitely taking a flashlight. Okay. And of course,
dripping from the moon.
The weather is going to be down there. It's going to be muted,
the sky is being eaten. Flies, clever flies, swarm over everything.
Oh.
Please donate to our show. We'd appreciate it. Thank you to Linda Jewell, Randy Walker, and John LaBelle for donating, and to the multitude of faceless entities for devouring our world. Go to commonplacebooks.com and click on Welcome to Night Vale to donate before it's too late.
Well,
Thank you.
Before it's too late for what?
There's a thin, semantic line separating weird and beautiful. And that line is covered in jellyfish. Welcome to Night Vale.
Okay. Why is it covered in jellyfish? We haven't even, heard them talk about water, really, have we? Are they even talking about water? Does water exist in Night Vale? I mean, they have the waterfront, but there's no water. So you know water is a thing. Maybe they talked about drinking water.
Ladies and
you should drink water. You're not drinking enough water.
Several of you may have noticed the new forest that has formed just to the east of Night Vale. It's hard to say how these dense, piney woods have cropped up
so they're
in a vast desert wastescape, nor how they have grown in only a couple of days.
I mean, evergreens do grow pretty fast.
But these woods are encroaching quickly on our little town. Botanists from Night Vale Community College said that this beautiful, lush woodland is called the Whispering Forest.
Does it talk?
And that, while lovely, should not be approached.
Understandable.
Officials from the Night Vale Parks Department agreed with this sentiment in a prepared statement wherein they just wrote the word no on a single piece of paper, but with hundreds of O's and maybe 2 dozen N's. So it reads kind of like no.
Or no, according to Asuna, aka Bubble Monkey.
Or maybe it's more of an echoey scream.
From SAO Abridged,
it's
if you know that.
Hard to say. They did not include stage directions in their press release.
The fact that I'm Bubble Monkey's,
what we do
me
know
and Kirby
is
are Bubble
this.
Monkey's favorite reaction channel.
There is a whispering forest.
She's on record saying
just
that.
outside of town, and it should not be approached under any circumstances. The Night Vale School District announced that schools will be closed all of next week.
Oh?
Because nothing really matters.
Okay,
and
well,
is anything even real? They cited
there's a word for that.
Widening night sky as the impetus for this decision. How can we place any importance on something so insignificant as math or spelling or history when the void has already swallowed our tiny existence? We are ants, crushed daily by the indifferent feet of the universe, and it's just no good anymore. We can't carry on like this.
Why not?
The school board said, swigging on a bottle of table wine and bobbing their heads weakly.
Weekly?
The school board president,
Or
an enormous
weekly,
glow cloud
like
that drops animals from great heights.
The glow cloud is back.
casts A looming
I knew
fog
it.
of despair over all it covers, added, "Grovel mortals, Put your tongues to the soil and beg for your worthless lives.
I'm good on that, bro.
Some parents, of course, are very upset by the decision to close schools, saying that we can't let the vast incomprehensibility of the unknowable
I mean, aren't
universe
schools really
stop
just kind of like a
us in our
daycare,
tracks.
kind of, in a way?
We have to keep pushing forward. Treasurer of the Night Vale PTA, Diane Creighton, said, "School is a meaningful part of a child's life.
Or the timing
And
of
to just
schools kind of make it
shut
like a daycare.
down because you're scared of your own insignificance is ridiculous. See? I'm looking at the sky right now," Creighton continued, "and I'm saying, you can't hold me back, sky. I can do any..."
Cuts off.
Creighton then stopped speaking, lowered her loosening fist to her side, and then sighed audibly. She added, "Nothing is real, I don't think. Whatever.
Well, you're thinking, though.
Who cares?" Then she stared back up at the sky, and a single tear zigzagged down her right cheek as she mumbled something about trees having the right idea.
Trees. As someone that's watching Jujutsu
And
Kaisen
now,
right now,
a public service
just watched episode
announcement.
20. Actually, it goes live
The
today.
Night Vale Psychological Association, in conjunction with a vague yet menacing government agency, has asked that all citizens start keeping dream journals. Dream journals can be a spiritually satisfying exercise in understanding your unconscious mind, helping you to fully examine your being and balance your emotions. They also can be rife with useful data for government officials and corporate marketing executives.
Sure.
Of course, dear listeners, many of you are saying, "Well, this sounds fantastic, Cecil, but how do you keep a dream journal?"
I've never kept a dream
Good
journal. Well, I don't have
question.
dreams, so...
I have kept one for years now, and I must say I agree with the NVPA on this. It seems hard at first, because you have to get in the habit of writing first thing in the morning, and also because the city council's ban on all writing utensils
Makes it a little
is
hard.
still in full effect.
So how are you supposed to do
But
that?
once you learn how to create a makeshift non-pen out of a cocktail straw, some cotton, and any number of colorful municipal food pastes, you'll be good to go. In an effort to educate Night Vale citizens about dream journaling, the NVPA has created this helpful how-to. Step 1. Find a foreign dictionary or hymnal. It is strongly preferred that you choose something in Russian or Ukrainian, but German will work too.
Oh.
Step 2. Carve out several pages, creating a secret compartment in the book.
That'd be a lot of
Step
pages.
3. Write down your dream in great detail the moment you wake up.
Sounds a little
Step
sketchy.
4. And this is the most important step of all. Eat the paper you wrote your dream on, and then place a bird skeleton in the book. Finally,
Why?
bury the book near a magnolia or willow tree and repeat each day.
How do you just find those
The
trees?
sooner you start this process, listeners, the sooner you can start actualizing your existence.
What if I don't have
Exploring
dreams?
your inner self, and the sooner the sheriff's secret police can track down and arrest those vile miscreants who keep dreaming about horses.
Horses! This is actually a little...
More on the Whispering
Inside joke, my friends.
Forest.
A reference to
Leroy,
Who's Your Caddy,
out
I think?
on the edge of town,
A movie I
said
haven't
that he
seen.
went out to the Whispering Forest this morning.
And what happened to him?
Just to see what all the fuss was about. And said that as he neared the wood's edge, he felt a terrible sense of fear and began to tremble and sweat. But then he heard a small, ungendered voice whisper, You look so nice today, Larry.
Well, thank you.
I like what you have done with your beard. And just look at that belt. Is that new? And of course, Larry's beard is looking very good, listeners. He finally grew out his old goatee and stopped dyeing it black. It's now a full, even blanket of soft-looking, peppery wisdom, comforting his wise, noble face. The forest is totally right. So Larry said
that's a scary thing to say.
the woods, and all his angst just melted away. He felt young and carefree in a way he'd never felt, and the woods told him they loved him. We love you, Larry, the whispering forest reportedly whispered. You are good, and you look good. Do you want to hang out more?
No.
Let's hang out and tell some jokes.
No.
And maybe play games.
Voice acting.
You are a good friend. Let us be friends. Larry said he wanted to stay, but that he remembered that he had cable TV.
I don't.
And didn't want to miss anything just because there was some
I really
beautiful
have no
nature
time to
he'd
watch,
never explored.
you know, movies,
So
shows,
he went
streaming
home to
services,
catch
any of
an
that
Iron
stuff. I
Chef
seriously
America
don't.
Marathon. So, listeners,
I literally just watch YouTube
it
videos
sounds like the
while
Whispering
working on YouTube
Forest
videos.
is
That's it.
actually pretty nice. I can't imagine what all those academic types and bureaucratic pen pushers were going on about. Larry made it sound like a really friendly place. I'm going to send
Are we gonna trust Larry?
Intern Richard
Oh, no.
out there
The poor
and
interns.
see what else we can learn about this fascinating new addition to our landscape. And now
It's not
we
getting
look
well.
at the community calendar.
Oh, God.
Monday is the opening of the new exhibit at the Children's Science Museum. The exhibit is called The Moon is a Lie.
No, I don't think
It
so.
explores how the moon is a government-created myth to keep us all from knowing about the ancient alien machinery that controls the oceans. In the hands-on learning room, children will be able to make their own moons out of styrofoam and aggressive propaganda, just like the
So
Masons
it's not going to
did.
work like that's just not going to have a
Tuesday,
gravitational pull.
Buddy
Well, everything
Holly
technically does,
returns to Dark Owl Records. There will be no performance or book signing.
Oh, God, I
and
forgot
no
about the
one
record
will
store.
see him. He will just hover over music lovers' shoulders and disapprove of their misguided musical tastes. Incorrect shoppers will receive a bout of uncontrolled sobbing and a horrifying chill up their spine from the legendary rock and roller himself.
No idea.
Thursday is recycling pickup day.
At least it's not street cleaning
Paper
day.
goes in blue bags, plastic in clear, and any teeth you have lost because of last week's public water mishap should be gently
There we go.
placed in a wooden
I just
box
talked about water.
and set afire.
Oh?
Friday, at the Night Vale Recreation Center, are cooking classes for beginners.
What are they going to teach how to
Amateur
cook?
chefs can learn about knife skills, the basics of baking, and a seminar about whether
Make a
or
video of your
not
life?
deer feel pain or are just sad. Saturday afternoon
Saturday?
is a secret parade.
Secret.
You will know where and when it is, if and when
You were invited?
you are chosen to see its secret floats and hear its secret songs.
That sounds about right.
Sunday is the day we decided last fall we would clean up around here. You promised. We need to clean up, okay? And that's this Sunday. Don't make other plans. You always do that. You are always doing that.
Oh,
And
just
now,
feel like a married couple.
a word from
Sponsors.
our sponsor.
Oh, God. Who is it?
You cannot see. You grope around wildly, as your footing is also unstable. You feel a thin liquid filling your shoes. It is not water.
Then what is
You
it?
can tell.
At least I can tell.
Pungent smell of brine or anxiety. Your hand strikes something solid, a wall, you think. It is soft, leathery, but also wet.
Like a padded wall?
You keep your hands to the surface and it is moving in and out, like it is breathing.
The wall is
No.
moving.
More like spasms.
Who sponsored this?
You hear a dull rumble.
Is it even
from
possible to
above,
guess?
A gurgle from below. You still see nothing.
Are you in a stomach?
The walls jerk back quickly. You lose your balance and slide down to the floor, which is the same surface. But now the liquid is sloshing past you. Something grabs your leg. Something is grabbing your leg. You are being pulled down. You cannot see. Which way, madness? Which way, madness? You scream. But no sound comes from your stubborn lips.
It sounds like a dream.
Your impudent throat. You reach. For what?
I don't know. You reach for something.
Only that you reach. A blinding flash. A moment of understanding. You are in an empty storeroom, tied to a chair.
What is this sponsor?
There are others, but they are hooded and limp. You recall this living nightmare.
Oh, look, a bot. Get out of here, bot.
You take comfort in its familiar pain. You smell fermentation and can hear a dull, unending beeping. Someone shouts in a language you do not know. You love your family. You love them. Welcome to Red Lobster.
Bro, what?
Come see what's fresh today.
I never would have seen that one coming.
More on the Whispering Forest.
Oh, okay.
Intern Richard called to say the woods are stunning. And the moment he arrived, they were so welcoming.
It seems...
Richard, you have lovely green
propaganda.
eyes. I can't believe I just noticed them.
Me when I get contacts
That
instead of
shirt
glasses.
really
People realize I have
brings
blue
out
eyes.
those piercing gems. You also have nice, soft hands. Do you play guitar? Would
I play
you
golf.
like to play guitar?
And lift heavy things.
Do you like music?
The forest apparently whispered. Richard reported to me that he wanted to stay in the forest, but I told him that he still has intern tasks to do here at the radio station, like filing ad contracts and renaming the wingless insects. But he insisted on staying.
A lot of them.
Richard told me that his
He didn't want to leave the woods?
Started itching at first, then tingling, a very pleasant tingle. He then noticed gray-brown patches forming along his feet and legs, and he couldn't move. And
That's a little
Richard
concerning.
assured me that this was exactly what he wanted.
I don't believe him.
But I have already sent for help.
As you should.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety, please stay away from the Whispering Forest.
No.
Do not listen to its hollow compliments, its sappy flattery. Learn from Larry Leroy.
What a
Stay
name, dude.
inside and watch television. There
No,
is
don't-
no
I don't really do
reason
that.
to go explore nature. No reason. So,
I mean, the sun's a deadly
I
laser.
try to find out what has happened to our station intern.
I love playing golf.
Let
I
us go
recently started playing golf
to the weather.
in the weather, which is gonna be muted. You play a game where you guess what it is. The last one was apparently like some, like, what was it, Southern Asian song or language? Somebody was talking about that in the comment section. I recorded that video went live yesterday. So we just have a guitar right now. It's in English. What? You say what? I don't even know what he's talking about. But at least I can understand, or it's English. I have a chance in understanding. There's a hole in the world? Interesting. It just seems like there's just a guitar. It seems like somebody's just on stage singing a guitar. Even though it doesn't sound like it's on a stage. You would have some kind of crowd noise, I believe. Yeah, no. This is professionally recorded, I think. He keeps talking about a hole in the world, which kind of matches Night Vale pretty well. There's a hole in the world, apparently. Is that person like not in his life anymore, so that's where the hole came from? Is the hole somebody left in his life, which is his world? I don't know why. The voice kind of sounds a little familiar, but it's definitely not a voice I've ever heard before. I mean, it is sad boy music, and I do like my fair share of sad boy music.
Well, listeners, there's good news and bad news.
What's the bad news?
From the Whispering Forest.
Oh, no.
The bad news is that Intern Richard, as we know him,
no longer exists?
is lost to us forever.
Oh, because he didn't come back to work?
As are the dozens of first responders, concerned citizens, and curious nature lovers who all went to the Whispering Forest today.
Oh, and is the forest still there, or is it just gone?
Richard, let me say I am terribly sorry for your loss.
I don't believe you.
He was an excellent intern, and he will be missed.
It will literally missed, or like
that
missed, like
none of those
MISSED
today are technically dead. According to Simone Rigido from the Earth Sciences Building at Night Vale Community College, the Whispering Forest is a place where we can all plunge our feet and hands into the cool, soft soil.
No, I do not want to become the soil.
And toes to grow and spiral into the earth.
No, I'm so okay not doing that.
And deeply intertwining with themselves, each other, snaking in and through a complex organic network to become one. In the Whispering Forest.
Get it? Dirty because
everyone
involves dirt.
Is one everything.
So the forest collects souls.
Each other now.
Cool.
I know Simone is only a transient who lives in an unused storage closet in the Earth Sciences building and not an actual scientist.
Oh, okay, well.
But I thought that was a beautiful story, and it brought some meaning to the otherwise meaningless life of an intern. So, rest easy, Night
I don't know who that is, but they've been revving their engine all day long.
Lost no one today.
Oh, really?
They have gained each other.
Definitely sounds
They
like somebody's
share
lost.
The soul of the Whispering Forest now, and we will have them.
Who sent the forest?
Always, or at least however long trees live, which I think is fairly long. I'm not really.
It depends on the tree.
I had a hamster as a child,
Oh,
and
God,
it
those
died
are-
in like
yeah,
2 weeks.
they try.
So, meh. What do I know?
I mean, tomorrow will
Stay
be
tuned
2
next
weeks since I
for
lost
the
my
sound
cat.
of a rapidly
Man, that
beating
sucks.
heart.
I miss
As
my cat.
always,
I was just watching videos of him.
Good night, Night Vale.
He loved Night Vale.
Good night.
Good night, Cecil. It's 3:42 p.m. March 27th.
Welcome to Night Vale. It's a production of Commonplace.
Usually I have
Books.
recordings on
It was
Saturdays,
written by Joseph Fink
but I'm going out of
and
town,
Jeffrey
so
Kreiner,
I have to get
and
ahead of time.
Produced by Joseph Fink. The voice of Night Vale is Cecil Baldwin. Original music by Disparition. All of it can be downloaded
God.
for free at disparition.info.
My friend just asked me if I want to come out
This
and
episode's
golf.
weather was Winifred
Not ready for
by
that.
Seth
I
Boyer.
just started.
Find out more
Seth Boyer.
at sethboyer.com. Want to
Don't know
have
that
your
name.
music featured in the weather section? Want to contribute your talents to the show? Just want to say
Hi.
Email us at nightvale.
What's the
at
proverb? Give me the proverb.
commonplacebooks.com.
Give me the
Or
proverb.
follow us on Twitter at Nightvale Radio. Check out commonplacebooks.com for more information on this show, as well as our books on the unused story ideas of H.P. Lovecraft and what it means to be a grown-up. And while you're there, consider clicking the donate link. That would be cool of you. Today's proverb: if you love someone, set them free. Set them free now. This is the police, and we have you surrounded.
Oh, that got dark. So that was 22, The Whispering Forest, which is definitely going to come back to play at some point. This isn't the last time we've heard of The Whispering Forest. I'm sure of it. So I don't know what Eternal Scouts is going to be. I don't know about the mayor, the 1 year later. No idea. I look forward to reading your comments. I really hope you've been enjoying these videos, and hopefully they make your day just a tiny little bit better. I always love reading your comments. They're super positive comments. Definitely some down below, but like I said, I'll be reading all of them, whether they're super positive or not, or whether or not you just have something to add to what the video said. I'd greatly appreciate that, but I really hope that you're subscribed and you also become a patron, get these videos a day early. But have a wonderful rest of your day. But until next video, take care and keep the music.